Hey, Dirt Farmer Jay here from DirtFarmerJ.com. We love having a string trimmer, but sometimes when it comes time to change out this trimmer line and the head here, it can be a bit of a hassle. Well, I'll make it easy for you. Stay tuned and I'll show you how. Hey, Dirt Farmer Jay here from DirtFarmerJ.com. We really like using this DeWalt cordless string trimmer. It's the 922 model. We've had it for 5 years, and if you want to see the review on that real quick, check out the link above or in the description below. But today what I'm going to do is demonstrate to you how you change out the line that's in these, and they all work in similar fashions. We're using this particular model to walk you through it, and I've purposely clipped the whiskers on it, so to speak, to emulate the fact that we've been string trimming and we got to the end and we're out of trim and line, and now it's time to get rid of this line and put in the new line. So let us show you how that's done. Okay, so what we've done here is set this up in such a way as though you have actually beat the whiskers off of this down to here and you're out of line inside. So what I like to do is wind these inside so I can take the cap off, discard the stump amount that's left, restring it, and then reassemble it. And it goes together very quickly. I'm going to use a little bit of WD-40 or your favorite lubricant or displacement fluid like this that can go in here, just kind of keep things running clean. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to rotate, and when I do, you're going to see that whisker disappear as it goes in. And there we go. I'm going to rotate that around. Now both of the whiskers, see there, they're gone completely. Now you're going to come to the area where there's a thumb push in on both sides, right there. And just do that, push in, it starts to let go, push in, let go. And when you do, now you've got the spool that's open there. Now in this case, we have a little bit wound on it because we did it as a demonstration. So you have a choice here. One is you can try to pry out and find the end and pull it out, or you can pull the spool. If you pull the spool, there's a little trick to knowing where things go. So I'm going to pull the spool out. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the line that was in it. And then we're going to go ahead and put the spool back. But when we do, first of all, it's this side that has roughly the shape of the nut in here that goes back in. Don't put it like this. That won't do a bit of good. You're going to have to put the nut in or in around the nut. However, this is a little finicky. So if you look right there, that's the eyelet in which the line's going to pass through from one side of the body of the trimmer head to the other. And so what you need to do is line that up with the mark out here. Do you see the index mark right out here in this collar? It only appears in one place. There it is again, right there. So what we're going to do is line up that spool head with that in line, and you'll feel it drop in place. If it doesn't drop in place, you're 180 off. You need to just spin around, put it over here, and put it in, okay? But I did have it correct. So we'll do it like this. We put it in. It's now ready to go. Now, you have a choice. Either I can put this back on, or I can spool it and then put this back on, just so you can see what's happening here. I'm going to leave this off for right now. So what I need to do is line up one of the holes here, which has a mark. Both of them do, the one opposing over here. Line it up with that, and what now happens is you have a passage through here. Now, here's one of the tricks I do to speed this up, because don't you just love it when you run out of trimmer line in the middle of the job and you've got to go out and pull and all that. These heads take about 20 foot of this string trimmer. This is .080 inch trimmer line is what's specified here. I've found that I can go up to .095, but this trimmer line is what we're going to use. There's about 20 foot. I've already made this line, so what I'm going to do, go ahead and insert it. Sometimes because it's curved, it's going to go off sideways. You may have to take a couple tries, see if I run off there, that's going missing. But if I fiddle around a little bit, there it came right through and it's out the other side. Now, here's the trick. What you want to do is pull this through until you're about halfway through. And then I lay this down on the ground. I'm not going to do it here, but I just end up matching the two ends like this, get the two ends out on the yard, and pull while this laying on the ground until they're both equal distance. In this case, I'll just do it this way. You can see it all wants to wind up really ugly when we do that, but we're just going to end up with it halfway in just like that. So that's about the halfway point. Now we can take this, and these long ears go in these places where there's shoulders around it. There's one here, one there. You simply place it in, push it in, and click it in. And when you do that, now you've activated. This is all loose at this point, but if I start by grabbing this and rotating this, hear that click, click, click? What it's doing, it's ratcheting and pulling this around so that, watch the ends disappear. I'm just going to do that. Remember, I'm getting about 20 foot of line in here, or 10 foot of whiskers on both sides of the head. We're almost down to the end. We'll see how close I got on the halfway. And we're going to let it come to about, I got pretty close. Okay, that's about capacity in there. I can feel it in there. And then once we run it, it'll trim itself right here on the shroud on the cutter. And you'll end up with whiskers about this long. So now this is ready to operate. It's wound up. When we fire it up and it trims and then you start to wear it down, you're simply going to bump on the ground, and every time you do, it's going to advance through centrifugal force and the spool in there and give you a fresh set. That's how it works. Now, one other thing, I would suggest that you just do a little bit of this from time to time. Put something in there just to kind of keep things lubed up and to let it release the line easier. And that is how you do it. This is really easy. So if you think this is a good tool and a good system and it solves something for you, another thing you might be interested in is DeWalt's Cordless Leaf Blower. Check out this episode where we did a review on it. We've actually used it for quite some time. It's worked very well for us, but we'll walk through the features with you and you'll see if it is a good tool for you. Hey, thanks for joining me today. Until the next time, this is Dirt Farmer Jay from DirtFarmerJ.com.